Hi, I'm CJ LaFlamme. I'm the head animator, director, producer, and writer at CJ Laugh Studios.
Hi, I'm Tim Davis, and I'm the co-producer, writer, animator, and whatever else needs to be done.
Alright, this is our documentary on the LA Film Festival and our experiences there. As you may know, we had a short film animation called Where is Spider-Man entered into a Target Spin Your Own Webisode contest. And this is our story.
Well, we had to be up 4:30 in the morning to catch our flight.
Once we got to the airport, it involved lots of waiting in very long lines.
Which everyone enjoys.
Absolutely. So we arrived at beautiful Los Angeles at about 11 a.m. Then we were promptly whisked away to the fabulous W Hotel in Westwood.
This was the hot spot to hang out in the Westwood area. Yeah, we had some posh accommodations. We actually had a living room inside of our hotel room. It was sweet. Definitely felt like we didn't belong.
Yes, we definitely did not fit in at this hotel. I mean, look, $7 Snickers. So on our first night there, Target took us to the star-studded premiere of the movie Talk to Me. Why don't you give us a little description of it, Tim?
That was pretty crazy because the whole cast and crew was there to tell you about their work and what they'd done and who made the movie possible. It was pretty crazy. We actually ended up having better seats than the whole cast and crew, which made it pretty difficult to get out of the theater.
Absolutely. Well, that was it for our first night. Let's go on to day 2.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Day 2.
So the next morning we woke up, got a nice breakfast, and then we were taken off to Sony Studios, given the grand tour.
We did get to see some cool movie props from Men in Black and
Ghost Rider. It was awesome.
While taking our tour of Sony Studios, we actually had a film crew from Sony filming us taking the tour. It was rather odd.
We actually saw where they filmed The Wizard of Oz, and that was it.
It is currently an empty warehouse.
So, a lot of history. Didn't really get to see much more than the empty warehouses. Got to see a set of a new movie being made, which we really can't mention. We'll leave that at that.
Is do some just quick stand-up interviews with you guys one at a time. So if you guys want to, shop around and then come back out in this area, and we'll do you guys. Okay? So let's see. Chris, right?
Yeah.
You want to be first?
Not really.
Good. That's what I thought you said.
While on the tour of the Sony Studios, the film crew actually did an interview of all the contestants and asked them basically how they made their films, how they came up with the ideas, and where they thought they would be going, and whether this would bring their career any further down the road.
And all this may be seen as bonus features when you buy Spider-Man 3 at your local Target store. So here we are at the award presentation on Friday night.
This was pretty cool. Target had a whole award ceremony set up for us with open bar.
Free drinks. Can't beat that. The host of the event was Rich Radin, who's also the film festival director. Grant Curtis was the first presenter and awarded the first third-place prize to Kenny Kynes for his video Dreams.
The second third-place prize was given to Garrett Gilchrist for his Spidey's Day Off movie.
Avi Arad then presented second place to Mark Elliott for Spider-Man Behind the Movie. And then first prize was presented to us. And here's a recreation of my acceptance speech. Wow, it's an honor to be here, and I'd like to thank you all for making this the most uncomfortable moment in my entire life. This contest, which brought us across the country, has not only given me a greater appreciation for clean air, but has also given me a foot in the door of Hollywood. I'm currently in discussions with a nice man I met at a bar to direct Spider-Man 4 and possibly a sequel to Showgirls. I'd like to thank beer for giving my parents the lack of self-control and critical thinking skills that aided in my conception. But seriously, I'd like to thank Tim Davis for his help in this animation. I'd like to thank you all for putting up with my incoherent ramblings. Thank you.
And finally, Sam Raimi was there to present the grand prize. Went to Justin Marshall for his Rise of the Super Venom stop animation.
Congratulations, Justin.
I hope you guys like your TV.
And there's me with Sam Raimi. Day 3. We didn't have much to do in the morning, so we decided to walk around the area and get pictures of all the theaters that were involved in the film festival. So after taking a tour of these theaters, we wandered back to the festival promenade on Broxton Ave to see the Casket Salesman play along with the ES Footwear Game of Skate Tournament. Alright, that pretty much wraps up our experiences at the LA Film Festival. Hope you enjoyed watching.
Definitely want to thank Target for the awesome experience. They really took care of us.
I'd also like to thank all the other finalists in the contest for making the trip such a wonderful experience. You guys rock.
Absolutely.
Later.
Bye.